Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm your girl Katrina, and today I'm going to be finally telling you guys how to price and sell your items. Today's video is long overdue. You guys have asked me for this video a few times, so I got you. So today we're going to get right into the video. Now before I go any further, today's video is brought to you by Taylor Brands. I am going to be telling you guys about this all-in-one solution where you can get your business up and running. You can get everything you need done to start and grow your business in one platform. What? Yes, one platform. You heard it right. From designing your own logo to building your own website, business cards, getting your LLC, getting your EIN number, so much more. So stay tuned because I'm going to be telling you all about Taylor Brand in today's video. Now, without further ado, let me get into this video and let me show you how to make these coins. Let me show you how to price these items right so you can start selling like a boss. Let's do this. Okay, so before I jump onto the screen, I will be showing you some things. Get your pens, get your papers, and I'm going to show you some things. All right, so now just as a FYI, this is what I do. Everyone runs their business differently, but this is what works for me. This is what helps me to sell, and this is how I price my items. So I did write a few little things down. You know, I'm getting older and I don't want to forget stuff. When I do these informational videos, I don't want to hold you all day, but I want you to be able to get something out of it. So I have some nuggets for you. So I'm going to be talking about how to price your items, what to exactly charge. So this will apply to pretty much any type of business, whether you're doing t-shirts, whether you're doing tumblers, candles, fragrances, whether you're doing pictures, frames, any type of business that you have. This can help you because you're basically just going to use the formula that I give you in order to price your items correctly. So just going to go over a few of the topics I'm going to cover in this video just so you know what I'm going to be discussing, and hopefully it helps you and your business out. So today I'm going to cover what to charge for those items. How much do I sell these t-shirts for? How much does this shirt go for? Whether it's supplemented, whether it's vinyl, all those different things. How much do I charge, especially when so many other people are selling the same type of t-shirts, the same or similar type of designs, especially in places like Etsy. What do I charge? I got you. Do I charge shipping? Do I not charge for shipping? Also, I'm going to be talking about how much inventory do I keep on hand? You guys keep asking me, how much did I start with? How much do I buy? So it's really a personal preference. It also depends on your budget. So it also depends on how well did you market your business? How well are you running ads? All that stuff. So we're going to talk about all that. I'm going to break it all down for you today. But again, everything is based upon what I've done. You can take what I tell you and just use bits and pieces or apply it, tweak it, and make it fit for you and your business, because everyone's business is different. But I want to help you guys as much as possible, so I'm just going to show you what I did along the way. All right, so that's what we're going to get in as well. I'm also going to be talking about competitive pricing. What? You selling the same thing over there? You selling something similar? How can I outbeat them? How can I beat their prices? What do I have to do to make my prices competitive? What do I have to do to make my business stand out amongst the rest? Because it's competitive out here. It's a dog-eat-dog world, right? So what do I have to do to get you to look at my business as opposed to theirs? There's some little tips and tricks, but it's also about quality. It's also about the quality of your product. So we're going to get into all of that as well. Also, I'm going to talk about the best times to place things on sale. When do you want to place things on sale to get more clicks? When do you want to place things on sale to drive sales? All that stuff matters. So we're going to get into that as well. The best times to place things on sale for your business. And last but not least, we're going to talk about how to market your products. How are you marketing your products? What are you doing to draw more attention to the things that you're selling, to your products? All right. So we're going to get into all that. Get your pens and papers and let's do this, people. So before I jump on the computer, I wanted to show you an example of how to price the items with some physical products. So I have some t-shirts here. Of course, this is an adult. And then I have a kid's one. So now, of course, you can take this example that I'm about to give you and apply it to whatever product it is that you are selling for your business. So for the purposes of today's video, I'm just going to use t-shirts as an example because that's what I sell the most of, and mugs. So you have your t-shirt, you have your candles, you have your tumblers, whatever it is. I always start out my pricing and how much I charge based upon how much I purchase my items for. So of course you can give better pricing and you can sell your items for less when you purchase your items, you purchase your goods for a better price. So that goes back to me saying if you have a wholesale license, you can get things cheaper. So I might, with a wholesale license, purchase the shirt for $2.50 each versus someone without a wholesale license purchasing the same shirt and brand from somewhere else, maybe for $3 or $3.50. It's not that big of a difference you might think, but it adds up if you're buying thousands of shirts. So let me just break this all down for you and let me show you how I price my items. I always start from the bottom and work my way up. Some people start with how much profit do I want to make and let me just go from there. But it's always better to itemize everything. So get your pens and paper and I'm going to put it up on the screen as well so that way you can actually physically see it. So now just for an example and to make the numbers, easier, if I purchase a shirt at $2.50, if the shirt costs $2.50, that's my starting point. So $2.50 I purchased the shirt at. So now I want to say what type of design is going on the shirt. Is it going to be sublimation? This is sublimation versus vinyl or versus, putting easy subli on it. Everything adds up. The more expensive the products or different things that you use on the shirt, it will make the cost of the shirt go up. So for the purposes of this example, I'm just going to use sublimation since I have this here because sublimation is kind of easier to break down. As opposed to vinyls. There's so many different type of vinyls. There's so many different type of products and adhesives. You definitely just have to break it down based upon how much you spend because it will vary based upon the quantity that you buy. It will vary based upon where you buy, and it will vary based upon how big of the roll. The bigger the rolls, then of course, the price of the vinyl goes down as well. But I'm just going to use sublimation and you can take this and apply it to whatever you're using. So sublimation. Let's just say, for instance, I'm sublimating the shirt and I want to know how much to charge. I have to consider all the products and all the supplies that I use to create the garment, correct? Okay, so sublimation paper. How much did I pay for my sublimation paper? My sublimation paper, for example, was a 50 pack of paper at $20. $20 for a 50 pack of paper. So if I break that down and divide, 50 sheets, that's 50 different images. I can make 50 shirts. Hoping I don't mess up, right? Hoping I don't mess up. That's 50 shirts, 50 images out of $20. I break that down, divide that. I get 40 cents per image. 40 cents per image, but I'm just going to round that up. I always round up because I want to always add in a few extra cents, right? So it's 40 cents like on the head, but I'm going to just say 50 cents. So now I have $2.50 for the shirt, sublimation paper, the sublimation image, that's 50 cents per shirt. Okay, but I have to buy the ink, right, to use for the sublimation. Okay, so let's just add in another 50 cents for ink. Ink is going to be based upon where you buy your ink from. Every ink is different. So it's going to range. You can add on 50 cents to $1 per image based upon how much your ink costs, based upon how many images you think that you can get out of the ink. Now, things like that, I just estimate and I'll say, okay, this ink cost me $25. This ink cost me $50. This ink cost me $100. You have to basically know the type of ink that you have. Okay. So anywhere from 50 cents to $1 for the ink. Now you want to add in your packing supplies, right? You got to add in your poly bags, you got to add in the tape, you got to add in the printer tape. You have to add in all those packing supplies, whether you're using a box, whether you're using a poly mailer, you want to add in your tape, whatever it is that you're using, whether you're using tissue paper, your thank you cards, all that stuff that you use to pack and ship your items, you got to add that in as well. So just go on and add in another $3 for that, okay? So now you want to add in your Etsy fees. Again, I'm doing this for Etsy. If you're selling on Shopify or something, you want to divide your total monthly cost, and you just want to divide that by how many ever number of shirts that you want to divide that. But for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to divide by Etsy fees. So you know it's about 5%, 7%, or 12% basing upon your listing. It gets a little complicated, but we're going to keep it simple. We're going to do it as a regular listing. So it's going to be about $3, right? $3 based upon how much you're going to sell your shirt for. So just stick with me. Your Etsy fees is based upon the price of your listing. So I'll tell you the price of that, what we're going to sell this hypothetical shirt for in the end. So we're just going to say $3. So it might be 2 and change, but again, I always round up. I just always round up, right? It's better to be safe than sorry. $3 for Etsy fees. So now we've added in a thank you card. I put my thank you cards, all that stuff in with the packing supplies. So that's $3. So now, do you want to charge for shipping? Of course, I'm not paying for shipping, right? So I want to charge my customers shipping, but I'm going to say free shipping. I'm going to hide that shipping cost in the price, meaning in the listing of the price. So when they see the listing of the price, they're going to say, oh, wow, it's free shipping, but the cost is hidden in the price. So a lightweight shirt, of course, is going to ship at first class, right? So I already know that first class ships at anything under a pound. So I'm just going to estimate this. Now, of course, the closer they are to you, the less it is. The further away they are from you, the more it is. So on the high end, it might be $6. On the low end, it could be $3, right? So I always do all of my Etsy listings around the same thing. So I'm going to say $6 because I live in Charlotte. They're ordering in California. So I'm just going to say $6, right? So that's $6. So guess what that leaves me? That leaves me with about $16.50. And that's just for buying the shirt. That's just for buying the supplies. That's just for shipping it. That's including shipping. $16.50 for me to be exact, and what I totaled up for you guys. Now, based upon what your shirt costs, what your product costs, what all your materials cost, what your ink costs, that's what your starting price is going to be. Now, the big question is, how much do you want to pay yourself? How much profit do you want to make? Do I add on $5? Do I add on $6? Do I add on $10? No, I want to make $10 per shirt for making one shirt. Realistically, is that a good idea? So you have to ask yourself, what are other people selling their clothes at? This is where competitive pricing comes in. So some people go by the rule of you want to make at least 3 times what the actual product costs. So if this shirt costs me $250 to purchase and I want to make 3 times that in just profit, that means I want to make $750 per shirt. That's just an example. You can take that rule and you can stick with that if you want. Or you can just say, I'm just going to add on $5 for everything. I want to make $5 profit per shirt. Some people might say that's too little. I am not telling you what I do. I'm just telling you, giving you examples on how to charge. So you can go as little as $5. You can do the 3 times the rule. Or you can say, nope, shoot, I'm a baller. My stuff is quality. I'm giving 100% on every garment I make. It's my time. It's my energy. It's my utilities. Want to consider utilities as well. You can say I want to make $10 per shirt for profit. So I always do my profit last. So if everything costs me $16.50 to start, now I want to add and charge on whatever it is that I want to make for profit, and that's my total price of what I'm selling. So if I'm going to add on another $5, then of course my shirt costs me $21 to sell. That's my list price. If it's going to be, $10, then it's going to be a $26 t-shirt. So you want to take into consideration how much other people are charging for the shirts, for the similar designs. If you see other people charging $19.99, you better have a fly description. You better have a bomb picture. You better have something that's going to make your shirt stand out and pop. Some people do not mind paying more if they know they are getting a quality product. But some people are going to be like, her shirt costs $25. That person is charging $20 for the same exact thing. anything and free shipping, I'm gonna buy from them. So you gotta make sure you build up that customer base. You gotta make sure you have those great reviews. You gotta make sure you have great product shots and imagery to make sure it draws them in. So that's where you have to decide, as far as the competitive pricing goes, what you want to charge, how much do you want to profit. Now, before I go any further, today's video is brought to you by Taylor Brands. I am going to be telling you guys about this all-in-one solution where you can get your business up and running. You can get everything you need done to start and grow your business in one platform. What? Yes, one platform. You heard it right. So now, as a small business owner, as an entrepreneur, someone just starting out, I'm going to show you how you can get everything done, how you can create your logo, how you can build your website, how you can form your LLC, and so much more with Taylor Brands. Let me jump into desktop mode and show you exactly what I'm talking about to get you guys up and running. Taylor Brands has everything you need, from creating a logo, forming an LLC, building your own products, and building your own website along with your domain. So we're going to kick off our brand with the professional logo maker. So I am going to start a new business, and this is actually something that I'm thinking about with my son, but not into fruition yet. So you guys will get the first look, and I'm going to do it here on Taylor Brands. So the name of the business, let's just come up with the name. This is off the top of my head. So I'm going to walk you through this whole entire step. We're going to take a little journey. We're going to take a ride, and we're going to build a business. We're going to build a brand from scratch right here and now. And we're going to see how long it takes, because we're going to create this brand in 60 seconds or less. Okay, so we have easy to use tools all in one place. The name of the business is going to be Cool Kids. Let's spell it with a Z. You can add a tagline. It's optional. So my tagline is going to be created unique. So how did you discover Taylor Brands? I'm just going to say, because I see them all over TikTok. So I'm just going to say TikTok or YouTube. Let's say YouTube. Next. What are you offering or intend to offer? Are you offering physical products, services, leisure and hospitality, original content, technology and software, or other? So I'm going to be offering physical goods, meaning such as material products that you're going to be selling, things that you can actually feel, tangible items. So I'm going to click physical goods and then click next. Enter your industry. Let's do clothing and apparel. Okay, and it comes up. It gives you all those options for your drop down, and you'll just choose whichever one suits your business. By telling us more about what do you do, we can create better brands. So this is going to be streetwear and loungewear for kids. Click next. Now here is where you choose the type of logo you want. You can only select one. So do you want it to be an icon base? Do you want it to be a name base? Or you want it to be initial base? So I'm going to just see what type of icon I can come up with. So let's click an icon. Okay, and now do you want a geometrical shape, or do you want to search for an icon? Because of time purposes, I'm just going to see what the site has to offer, and we're going to click geometrical shape. Now this is for kids. This is for kids. So let's see if we can get something cool, something funky. Oh, you can select up to 5. Okay, that's dope. 1, 2, 3. I like that. All right, so I chose 5. Now you have to choose 3 styles that you love. So I'm going to choose 3 styles that I love, and I'm going to pick smoother. So I got smoother, trendy, and retro. I think I'm going to go with those 3 and see what comes up. Right? Clicking next. So it's designing my perfect logo for me, and it's going to create something unique just for me. It's planning out all my social posts, and that was so fast. So this is the logo that it came up with for me, and it definitely gives you some other options. Now I like this one. Let's click on this one. So it'll give you a few more options, and you can click here to see more. How cool is that? So I love all these different options that it gave me. I'll come back in here and I'll definitely, choose which one I really like. You can customize it. So if you click customize, you can change the colors, you can change the fonts, you can come back in here and you can tweak it some more to your liking until it really fits your needs and the aesthetics and the looks that you want, that you're going for. So as you can see, the logo was just the beginning. So if you scroll down, you can do all of this and so much more. You can come in here and have your own custom business cards. You have your own branded websites that you can build. And you can come in here and start making your merchandise, creating your merchandise, doing your mock-ups. This is absolutely wonderful. You have all your social media covers for every social media outlet. This website is a one-stop shop for everything to help you get started. When I tell you it does all the work for you, it literally does all the work for you. So not only can you create your logo, build your brand, build your website, everything that you need, you can also come in here and apply for your LLC. All you have to do is 3 easy steps: into your business name, answer a few easy questions, sit back and let Taylor Brands submit for your LLC application on your behalf. Choose the state that you live in that you want to apply for your LLC. Sit back and let Taylor Brands handle all the work for you. It's so simple and easy. Everything is at your fingertips, and you have full access to 24/7 priority support team. They'll give you assistance all along the way. So Taylor Brands has everything you need to know to make your business official, from filing for your LLC and applying for your EIN number and so much more. So what are you waiting for? Go on over to Taylor Brands today, click the link down below in the description box, and build your own custom website and start your own brand today. So now you can definitely try it out and start for free, but you can also sign up using my special code down below in the description box, Katrina Graceful YT, to get you 40% off. The plans are as low as $8.99, but if you use my code, you'll get 40% off. But that's right, thanks to Taylor Brand, they're offering all of my viewers, if you click my link down below, you'll get 40% off. So go on and get that business started and grow your business with Taylor Brands. Things to consider. When charging higher for your prices, you might get less sales, but you'll profit more. Also, when you charge less, you might be getting less profit, but you'll also be selling more. Okay? So when you sell at a lower price, you can move your stuff quicker and you can make more in the long run. But when you sell at a higher price, you sell less, but you'll make more off of one shirt. So which is better for you? Which is better? Which one, there's pros and cons to both. Do you want to get your inventory out the door faster? Or do you want to just make more per item? I can't answer that for you. Only you can answer that. So now when it comes to how much do I buy in the beginning? How much inventory do I buy? I don't know. I just started. How many do I buy? How much money are you starting out with? How much advertising are you doing? How much word of mouth are you spreading? Do you think your product is great? Do you think it's going to move and fly off the shelves fast? Or do you think it's going to be sitting there? No one thinks that. No one hopes that, right? No one wants that. We want our products to move, but realistically, sometimes they don't. Sometimes we buy all this inventory in the beginning and we're sitting on products and you're left with it and you can't buy anything else or you can't do anything with it because you have no money coming in. You do not want to be in a position where you spend all your money and then you don't sell anything either and you're not making a profit. So you want to, how I started realistically when I first started, I did pre-sales. I told you guys that. I mentioned that before in a previous video, how I did pre-sales on my Shopify, not the Etsy. On my Shopify, this is when you're starting a brand, but it still goes into hand. You can't do like pre-sales on Etsy, right? But so we're talking about Etsy. When I started my business, and I've never done print on demand. I've never done print on demand because it just takes too long. I want to ship my stuff out right away and I want my people to get it. I don't want any issues with any print on demand. I want to feel the product. I want to see what I made. Of course you can order your own stuff and test it out before you send it out, but I want to see it. I want to make it. If there's an error, I want to remake it. I want to have that option. So I never did print on demand. I do not like middlemen. man, I want all my profit for myself, you know, so that's just me. Everyone is different. Some people don't have the money to start out, so print on demand might be the best option for you because you don't have to start out, you know, buying inventory. You let someone else handle all that. But for the purposes of this video, I'm just talking about you doing everything at home. How I started out, literally, I did not sell 20 colors of the same design. I sold white, black, and gray. Then I added in red. Then I added in blue, you know, and I still don't sell 50 million colors because it's just too much inventory. If someone has a special order or if someone wants a custom color, they can contact me and then I'll purchase it. But for me and my money and my budget, I'm not buying, and then I don't have a warehouse. I work at home. So what I did was I bought, literally in the beginning, I bought 5 small, 5 medium, 5 large, 5 extra large. And your girl wasn't buying 2X in the beginning. If I was, once I started, I bought like maybe 3 XX. You know what I'm saying? So I started out small. Then I bought 5 black small, 5 black medium, 5 black large. Listen, I'm not playing. Until I learned how to build up, until I saw that my stuff was selling, then I was like, okay, now we can graduate the 10. Then I can graduate the 20. I never overshot myself. I never went too big because at the same time, I'm like, I'm just starting out. I'm going to protect these coins as well as market and advertise. And once I developed my skills, once I started getting better, once I saw that my stuff started to sell and I saw that there was a need and I saw that people really liked it and I had repeat customers and then I had more customers, I'm like, okay, now I can buy 20 and 30 of each size, of each color, you know, then I'll add on another color. But in the beginning, I'm telling you, I started small. That also depends on where you're buying from. How fast are they shipping to you? I was buying my stuff online in the beginning and I would get my stuff like 2 and 3 days. So that was great. If I sold 1, if I sold 2, boom. Of course, sometimes, you know, you can't, it'll be sold out. I'm making sure I'm keeping track of my inventory. But once it sells out, I'll go right back and buy another. I'll go right back and I'll buy again. But I found me a warehouse closer to me. I found me a warehouse where I live. So if you have that option, if you have somewhere where you can do 1-day shipping, or you have the option where you can buy from a warehouse that's directly to you, where you can drive, that's even better. So I literally have the option. If someone buys something from me and I'm sold out, I'm like, oh Lord, it's a 30-minute drive. Now don't get me wrong, it's gas. So whenever I do go, I'm still buying in bulk because who wants to be driving to a warehouse every single day? It's taking out time from me running a business. But I have the option to go and buy directly when I need to. So no, I did not start out with print on demand. No, I did not start out spending thousands of dollars. Once I made a profit, I held that profit. I did not spend that profit, say, oh, let me get my nails done. I made a few $100s. No, I took half of my profit, banked it, used the other half of the profit and the money that I started out with to buy the first inventory, took that right back, turned it around, and purchased more inventory because now I have a little bit more money, right? So you want to continue to use the money that you have. Take half of it or 1/3 of it, save it. The rest, turn it right back into and buy more inventory. That's how you build your inventory. If you spend all your profit, you'll never be able to add more inventory. You'll never be able to increase your inventory. So you have to take some of the profit that you made to increase your sales, to increase your inventory. So that's what I did. So for another example, I was only buying unisex shirts in the beginning, you know, unisex kid shirts. Then eventually I added on women's cut. Then eventually I added on, you know, onesies and different things like that. So you might not be able to start out buying everything you want because there's so many different styles. There's so many different brands. You really have to say what's more important. Let me just start and let me start at the lowest. No, not everyone wants to start with Gildan, but it's the cheapest to get started for not a bad quality. Then you can, you know, if you don't have the funds, then you can elevate your shirts. Then you can get more better shirt brands and more quality feeling shirts like Next Level and Bella Canvas. I'm sorry, my son just came in here and interrupted my video because of course it's a teacher work day and he is home. But back to the video.
So I'm going to end this video here because I don't want to make the video too long. So this is going to be a 2-part series. So definitely come back for part 2 so that way you can get the rest of the information, more competitive prices, when to raise your prices, when to drop your prices, and definitely when to place things on sale and how to market your products. So come back for part 2 and I will see you guys in the next video.
So there you have it in a nutshell. That's how I figure out my prices, and that's how I arrive at how much I charge for all of my different listings, for all of my different products that I sell. I hope it was helpful, and as always, I'll be bringing you so much more content to help you start and grow your business. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.